clip on this video, so chances are you've finished a project and you have a few loose ends to weave in, but you're not quite sure how to do that. So I'm going to show you today on my leg warmers I just crocheted. This pattern is free, by the way, on my YouTube channel, so check that out if you're interested. They look like this. But anyway, let's get started. You're going to need a large needle to do this. I am using an embroidery thread needle because that's the largest needle I have. If you have one bigger, especially if you're using thicker yarn, I highly recommend using a larger needle. You might also need some scissors just for cutting off the excess thread. So what you're going to do is find one of your loose ends. I am going to start with this one and thread it through your needle. Just bear with me because my needle is a little bit small for the thickness of this yarn. Okay, once you have threaded your needle through, you can just start weaving in your ends. It's relatively simple. You're just going to find somewhere in your work where there's like a cluster of stitches. You don't want to thread it in somewhere where there's like a large gap and it's going to slip out easily. So there's a good place in here for me to start weaving in. So I'm just going to thread my needle through and pull it through. I'll do it right around here. And then just to help secure it and make sure that it's not going to come undone, you can go back the way you came. So just miss a few strands and thread it back the way you came. I'm going to do that 1 or 2 more times just to make sure it's completely secure. And then once you're happy with how it is, you can grab your scissors and cut off the excess. And then you're done, just like that. I'll show you one more in a different place so you can get a little bit of a variety. I will do this one here. This is where I joined 2 balls of yarn. So I'm just going to tie a knot to help secure it even better. And then weave these in one at a time. So again, just thread your needle. And this particular stitch is very stretchy this way, so I don't necessarily want to weave my thread in horizontally because that's going to affect the stitch where the end is weaved through. So I'm going to want to weave it in vertically so that it doesn't interfere with the stretch. I'm just going to turn this inside out a bit more so we can see better. I'm just going to run the needle down this row of slip stitches here. And then I'm also going to go back, but I'm going to be very careful because it is a stretchy stitch and I don't want it to be noticeable where it doesn't stretch. So I've just stretched it out as much as it can. And then I'm going to go back in the same way we came. And just pull it loosely. Don't rank it up really tight because that's when it's going to pinch. And I'll go back one more time. And that's nice and secure, it's not going anywhere. So I'm going to cut off the excess. And that is completely hidden. So that's how you weave in your ends. I'm going to go do that with the rest of these. I hope that was easy and straightforward for you.